Don't worry. We're just cooking up some bacon here so we can have some bacon bites while we're getting ready to shoot some film. Bryce, maybe we should shoot some video of just making some bacon.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Welcome back to Tuner Your Families, where we do the research so you don't have to. And on this channel, we do tech gear reviews and really all type of products that are out there to help simplify things for you and your family. So if you're new here, please consider just subscribing to our channel and don't forget to hit that notification icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. So let's get to the video.
Have you ever been on vacation or you're at work and you've ever just been kind of worried or kind of wondered, you know, what if my house, something starts on fire or a pipe breaks and there's nobody there to call 911 or to check it out to see what's going on if it's just a false alarm? So Johnny and I are going to tell you about a pretty awesome device that's going to help give you a lot of peace of mind that could prevent severe fire damage or flood damage and alert you while you're away. So Johnny, this last summer, we went on a trip to the Oregon and the California coast.
Yep.
And I mean, you remember that?
I remember that trip.
So, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's pretty awesome. So I highly recommend it if you haven't been before. But when we went, I was kind of nervous. I was like, asked Ashley, I was like, you know, maybe I should shut off the water. Like, I don't want pipes breaking, you know, when we leave or, you know, nobody to be around. I don't want to come home to like a foot of water. So we were thinking about that. And plus it's like, you know, if we're not home and something happens to, you know, start on fire, like the smoke alarms will go off, but nobody will be here to hear it, right? So for $50, I found this Leeo Smart Alert. And so it's a pretty cool device. I mean, it works with all your existing smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. And we don't have a flood sensor quite yet, but I want to get one because it'll even pick up those as well. And it'll actually work with any Android or iOS device. And so if you're away from your home, it kind of picks up when your alarms are going off.
Wait. Was this the whole device that you got me to break into your house?
Yes. So there's a funny story with that. Why don't you tell it?
So Bryce, he was away and he gives me a call. He's like, hey, can you go and check out my house? My alarm's going off. I'm like, how do you know your alarm is going off? And he's like, oh, just go through the back door. It should be unlocked. And we had to do some jimmy rigging, but eventually I was able to get into the house.
It was my old back door that didn't lock very well.
Yeah, but we were able to get into the house and, you know, I verified that nothing was wrong. And so it was really good. But so this is the device that you were.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it was awesome. Like, we wouldn't have known, like, had it been a real fire, I mean, nobody would have been around to hear the alarm going off. But on the flip side, you know, you can set it up so you have a list of contacts in there. So could be a neighbor or, you know, grandma that's close by, or, you know, somebody like yourself. Yeah, I could actually program it so if I didn't get the phone call telling me that, hey, your Leeo Smart Alert is going off, right, it could have maybe called you next if I had you programmed.
It's kind of like if you're out of cell service or something like that, right. So then you can get that. That's
right,
that's
exactly.
Cool.
Or if I'm in the movies and, you know, I silence it or something and then it's going crazy. So what's cool is if you get that phone call and it will actually play a clip back to you, which, you know, we'll demo here in a minute. You can actually listen in to see, you know, is it really a smoke alarm or a false alarm, maybe some other noise that set it off, but we haven't had any false alarms with it, so it's been pretty solid as far as that goes. But you can kind of make a decision, like if I don't have someone that can come over, like when that time you came over, I might have been tempted to just, you know, call 911, hey, go check it out. Like, last thing you want is your house to burn down and you wish you would have called, right? So it's pretty cool that you have that option, and it's a, you know, huge peace of mind and comfort knowing that even when we're away, you know, those alarms go off, we're gonna know about it. So as the Leeo detects an alarm going off, it's going to start flashing red like this. And then you'll get a notification on your phone, and you can go in here. You can either dismiss it or you can tap on the notification and it'll bring up the Leeo app that you've installed. And it's going to play a clip of what the alarm heard, and then you can either dismiss it or you can call your local fire department. And here you can either dismiss it by saying that it was an alarm but everything's okay, or it was a false alarm. And this time we're going to ignore the push notification on purpose to simulate if you are busy and you don't see the notification. And Leo will start calling through the phone numbers in the order that you've listed them in the app.
This is an automated call. Your Leeo Smart Alert nightlight at home has detected what sounds like a smoke alarm. This is the sound that was detected. If you believe this sound is a smoke alarm, please press 1. If you believe this is a alarm, we're sending you a text message with the phone number for your local fire department. Once you receive the text, please hang up and call that number. Or, if you'd like us to read you the number for local emergency services, please press 1.
And from here you'll get a text message, and you can just actually click on the phone number from that, and it'll come up right in your dialer, and you can call your local fire department if you need to. So, and we started off this video, you know, cooking some bacon and had some fun with that. But I mean, true story, like I'll be at work and I'll get that phone call, you know, and saying, hey, your alarm's going off, and I'll listen to it and I'll hear Ashley saying, it's okay guys, it's okay. And I'll get the phone call and it's Ashley saying, hey, you know, it's just me cooking bacon, don't worry, you know. So, you know, you have those, it's not really a false alarm. It did pick up an actual alarm, but you know, not an actual fire. So it's kind of cool. You can kind of see what's going on with your home at all times. And I mean, as you can imagine, like early notification is crucial, you know, if you do have a fire or if a flood's going on, like every second counts, right? If you, if you actually need help.
So wait, are you saying that you don't have to buy new alarms or anything like that? You can use your existing alarms?
Exactly. So we just have, you know, really any alarms in your home would work. It's actually set to kind of pick up and listen for the a certain frequency, right, in decibels from your alarms going off. And so when in our home we have them all connected, so even if we have alarms going off, you know, downstairs, it'll trigger the whole system. So we just have one Leeo Smart Alert, and it's pretty awesome because it'll pick up no matter where it's at in the house. But you know, Leeo does recommend that if you don't have, you know, a wired in system, then to place a Leeo Smart Alert on every floor. Okay. That way, you know, it picks up no matter where the alarm's going off.
And that's your, where it's green, right? In your kitchen, right?
Right, exactly. Okay. And we can actually change that color. It makes for a nice night light. You can change the brightness, the hue, you know, so if I want a different color, I can do that, or turn it off altogether. But it is kind of nice, you know, if you're going out in the middle of the night for a drink in the kitchen or something, that, you know, you got a nice little ambient light there.
All right, so how many contacts can you actually have in your Leeo device?
So get this, it's actually unlimited. You can kind of get crazy with it and add as many as you want. So if you're kind of not sure, like, and you want that extra protection, like, hey, if I don't answer, Johnny doesn't answer, you can add a couple more people. And as soon as I add like you or somebody else, you'll actually get a request saying, hey, do you agree with being on this list? And once you confirm, then you're set and all ready to go.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So it sounds like everybody will want or should have one of these systems in their house, especially if it's only $50.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's never given us a false alarm. Like I was saying, it's never failed us. Every time there is an alarm going off, it always triggers. And it's pretty easy to use. What's cool is no matter if you're technical or not, it's very easy as long as you have, you know, the Wi-Fi set up in your home. You plug it in, download the app, and from there it's pretty easy to go through the steps and connect, and it's pretty good.
Perfect.
Pretty easy.
So, you know how, like, there are a lot of people that out there that they don't want to have devices that can listen in and to, you know, they're afraid that, you know, the big brother's listening in on them and recording their conversations.
Right. So I was kind of concerned about that as well. And, you know, I did some research before purchasing one. And, you know, reading through, the only files that are actually sent back to them are just the recordings when an alarm's going off. And then it's actually encrypted with SSL. So it's the same technology that protects, millions of financial transactions online every day. So it's fairly secure. I think the weakest link that everyone needs to be aware of is making sure that your own Wi-Fi network is secure with a good password, because a lot of people, they use the default one that comes on it, or not very strong password, and that's really the weakest link where anybody can kind of hack in. And recently you and I were talking about the IFT or IFTTT, which is really just, it is a company, but more or less a protocol. It's if this then that, and with Leeo it integrates with all the other IFT compatible devices. So for example, you have the Uber app on your phone, and you have like the Philips light bulb app on your phone as well to manage your home exterior or interior lights. And so you can set up a trigger where, hey, once the Uber app says you've arrived home, then turn on the lights. And so it's if this then that. You can set it up with your Leeo to do different things depending on what's happening. So set up Leeo once the alarm goes on. Leeo app says the alarm's alerting. You can have other lights go on, or unlock the front doors so everyone can get out, or who knows what, different things that you can do for that.
So is there any other type of alternatives other than Leeo, or is Leeo the only product that's out there with this type of technology?
There's actually a couple good ones. I know there's some companies that are working on a couple right now. Ones that you can actually find on the market right now. One is Ring. So we have another video on the Ring home security system. So Ring actually came out with their own listener for about 35 bucks. We're actually going to do a video on that. So we'll get the links all set up so everyone can see them down below to that other video, and show you how that one works and maybe how it's a little bit different than the Leeo. And then the other one that's on the market right now is the Kitty Remote Link Monitor. Really does the same thing. It's about 70 bucks, so it's really twice as expensive as the Ring. But as far as I know, both the Ring and the Kitty devices have to be fairly close, like within 3 to 6 inches from one of your smoke or carbon monoxide detectors, which for that reason I kind of like the Leeo a little bit better, because it's literally, as you've seen, it's right there in the kitchen, nowhere near any of those smoke detectors, and it'll pick it up no matter how far away it is. So
well, that about wraps it up. Man, Leeo sounds really neat, and I gotta go get one. That sounds awesome really stuff. Neat, and it'll put more of my wife's worries at ease.
Yep, absolutely. It's done the same for us. Hey, well, thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to leave us a comment and tell us what you thought. If you have any questions, definitely leave them below, and we'll be sure to get back to you.
And make sure you give us a big thumbs up or thumbs down. Hopefully a thumbs up. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so and hit that bell notification.
Well, that's it from Two Nerdy Families. We'll see you next time.
All right, peace.